You got it? Check.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
And obviously.
I think if anybody's going to be the aggressor, it has to be them. We can't be the ones to shoot
I
first.
think what that guy just said
I can
was
understand
absurd.
that, but
We don't believe in going and killing people. This is a peaceful rally. We're here to stand
I completely agree, sir. I'm here.
You said something so extreme.
No, sir. I'm
That's
calling.
exactly what the left
I'm trying to
wants.
call him out on what he was trying to screw up.
No, he wasn't trying to say anything.
No.
You did.
Which weird. I got him with me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you
Hey,
think you
what the
said
fuck was
something.
that shit about killing people? What the fuck was that? Look,
I'm
Punk,
asking you a
look,
question.
Punk, we know what you're about. You're
words up.
I'm not trying to fit in. Look, we're all in the same.
We don't.
No, we're not on the
we're
same
not.
side. He's talking
Violence.
BS,
This
bro.
is a peaceful rally.
I'm unarmed. I'm here peaceful. I'm not trying to
Everybody's
kill anybody.
unarmed.
You
And
mentioned
they're
it.
armed. They're not. They don't
Well,
have
then
their,
what
their
was you
bullets.
going to go over the
That's
fence
what's up.
with, buddy? Bad language? I didn't
Stupidness,
say I
bro.
was going over the
Hey,
fence.
hey,
I was
are you a
asking him,
Democrat
if
too,
he's
bro?
making that speech, is he going to go over the fence and back up what he's saying? That's what I was asking.
That's
if
not
he's
what
gonna
he's
say
saying.
words like that.
Thank you, sir.
Do you not understand what the Second Amendment's about?
I understand exactly.
I don't
what
think you
you're
do.
saying.
How long have you even been alive? You ain't been around this planet long enough to know shit, buddy, so shut up.
That's what's
The
up.
bottom line is that everybody's got a reason. Everybody's got a reason
He's
to
not
go
being
ahead.
aggressive. He's talking. He's talking.
Everybody has a right to defend themselves. You understand that? Not to
wanted
go
to
on the
listen to me.
aggress.
Constitution.
Before
Not
you got
going
my
to
face, you told me to
aggress.
fuck off.
Due process.
I told him that we need to be the peaceful ones, and we cannot be the aggressors.
That ain't
if
what I
we
heard
want
you
our
saying.
argument to work.
I heard you saying some bullshit.
Yeah, that's because you told me to fuck off right before I finished my sentence.
No, I didn't tell you that until I
You
told you to knock
insulted
it off.
him pretty good. Let's be real.
All right.
Let's be
Well,
fair here.
you know what? You know what? Don't.
What's up? Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, what's up? How are you, brother?
Good to see you. Thanks for the line and everything.
Yeah.
It's actually a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's
but
what it sounds like.
It's kind of going up.
It's been pretty peaceful. Nah, we're staying out here. We're not doing it. Well, I think we got some people.
Yes, that's what you had over there. There's a little bit of a dust up between people, kind of a misunderstanding of what was really being said, I think, at that point. A lot of passions running high. we have enough battery power? To just keep.
No, this door is loose and the door has connectors on it.
Okay, so it's like.
So you gotta just be careful. No, it's on right now. Yeah, it's on.
All right.
It's been working fine.
Yeah. What do you think? I just texted him, so we're having like issues too with the hot second. Buddy, is it off again?
No, green light's on.
Okay.
As long as that green light's on, we're good.
Got it.
Just trying to be really careful.
I mean, I'm just holding it like this. Not much else I can do. All right. Man, it's cold. Let's see what we got here. We have people getting interviewed over here talking about stuff.
Yeah, oh, it's around. Oh, yeah, you smell that? Where'd it go? Where'd they go?
I got one. All right, so mic's on, other mic's on. Yeah. Cold. All right. I guess we'll see how this works.
It fits in pretty well.
Is it pick up like if we go up and talk to somebody?
If we go and talk to somebody,
All right.
pick up.
Having mic issues, folks. Sorry about that. We're good? We're good levels? All right, let's keep going. Let's go walk a little bit further down. Oh, excuse me. Get an idea of like what groups are congregating over here, what's happening. And generally speaking, what we're seeing is a large group of people. We're thinking about maybe 120, 130,000 people are here today in support of their Second Amendment rights and what they perceive to be legislation that infringes upon that from the governor and the Democratic Party here at the General Assembly in Richmond. So we're taking a look and trying to talk to as many people as we can, just sort of about what's bringing them out here, what issues they find the most passionate about it, and why they're here today. So that's one of the things we're looking at. We've seen like a whole group, probably 3 or 4 blocks down even, still making their way up towards the Capitol. It's it's quite a sight to see. I mean, it's just elbow to elbow. Everybody's pretty crammed in over here, and some people are making their way up towards the Capitol. There's not too much. I'm sorry, you all right?
Yeah. Hey, goddamn amazing. This guy stirred all this shit.
You want to talk to us real quick? No, you sure? Yeah, Mike here. I'll let you know. We just figured we'd ask, you know, what you feel about the issues at hand. Are they all the way down to here? Yeah, this is like a whole little group of, is that? It's all, I thought people were still trying to make their way up towards the Capitol. I want to sort of warn in advance, there's quite a bit of language that not always suitable what's going on. It's not a chance for us to block all of it out. All right. Give any kind of an idea. Let's see how far down this really goes. I think it goes down to Franklin and around the corner, really. Oh, it's even further down. It's all the way down the next block. Yeah, that's about 4 or 5 blocks of people standing outside the Capitol right now. I know the rally starts at 9, I think. Yeah.
When does it go to 11?
Yeah, something like that.
Trying to get up where it's a little more visible.
Yeah, this is packed. Maybe we should just go back up the other way then.
Yeah, this is too bad.
This is going to be too packed, yeah. It's not anywhere to really move down there, but that's sort of what we've seen is like a crowd kind of gathering down at like Franklin and 8th. The area to the right is where people, I don't know if you actually, yeah, you can kind of see, give a look over there, the people gathered on the Capitol lawn over there to hear the speeches coming up at the steps.
Is Jeremy Settle still with 9?
No. He's not.
Where did he go to?
Don't know. You can see that? I don't know if you can see like through the fence. It's a lot of people. And still so many more thousands here out in the street, just outside the Capitol. So we're kind of walking around, seeing firsthand what people are looking at. You have to conquer a nation, disarm its citizens first. This man's sign right here. Working our way back up, you can see. I can't tell for sure, but I think that most people are kind of like just going to mill about over here. I don't know how many more are going to be able to make it up into the actual Capitol area. It's also frigid. It's like 30 degrees or so right now. You can see there's a fair amount of people that have just kind of put themselves off to the side here. This is in front of the Supreme Court of Virginia, sort of in a protest at that as well. We've had some luck talking to people, but it's not been the easiest. Some people don't want to discuss it, and I understand. And we're just kind of making our way through, talking to as many as we can as we go. Let's see.
Long distance.
Working our way up. Take it off. Yeah, just. All right. Ooh, how you doing? Ooh. Excuse me. You good?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Oh, sorry. People are kind of let's see what else we can do. Who else can we talk to up here? Oh, excuse me. How you doing?
What's going on? Right about that time.
How you doing? Doing just fine. How you doing, sir? All right. Good to see you. Hey, we're going to talk to you about what are you out here doing today? Sorry.
Getting signatures for Tom Speciale.
Who's that? Who is he?
Tom Speciale is running for U.S. Senate against Mark Warner.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, why is it so important to you to be out here today? Is this part of his sort of his platform, Second Amendment rights? Or
Yeah, that's just a huge thing. He's a 28-year veteran of the Army. He's actually in the Army Reserves right now, so he's a big gun guy. He's got plenty of guns, and he doesn't want all these restrictions on guns.
Is this important to you?
Yes.
Why?
It's very important to me. I mean, I grew up on guns. I grew up in West Virginia. Grew up hunting. He's my landlord actually, and we've come a long way. I've grown to know him. He's a great guy. He loves his family. Loves he loves God. Loves his guns. Loves freedom of speech. So.
What do you see when you look at? Do you live in Virginia now?
I do.
Okay, so what do you think of the state of gun laws in Virginia, or at least what's happening right now, bill-wise, at the Capitol?
I think it's going downhill. I think it's going in the wrong direction. If anything, we need more protection. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the Second Amendment is to keep a well-formed militia against a tyrannical government.
Yeah. And for you, are there any? You said West Virginia, grew up hunting, using use guns all the time as a kid. Is there a misconception, you think, of what's amongst in the general, like, let's say the areas that may not be rural, like the city folks or whatnot?
There's a huge misconception.
What do you think is the largest one?
I think a lot of the people that are for all these, for the gun restrictions and all that other stuff, they haven't been around guns nearly enough to know about them. I mean, there's been multiple times on different news sources that have said semi-fully automatic revolvers or whatever else. They just don't exactly know what they're talking about.
Yeah. And from your point of view, when you see all these people here today, is it what's the feeling generally?
I mean, like for safety or
no, just in general. Do you feel like I guess? No, I want to say like there's more people that are like-minded. I mean, even though they're out there. I mean, to see 130,000 people gather in a city of like 200,000, that has to be somewhat of a, I don't want to say gratifying, but
I've talked to a lot of people from Texas, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, Connecticut, you name it, they're here.
Really?
They're here.
Well, why do you think people from outside the state come?
Because I think if it happens in Virginia, what happens next? West Virginia, North Carolina, where does it go next? I mean, it's just, I think it's a snowball effect. If they can pass it here, just look at weed. They legalize weed in Colorado. They legalize it however many states are else to legalize now, but it's just the way it goes. Yeah. And I don't think it's a good way to go.
Good. Well, appreciate you taking the time. I don't want to take up too much. I know you got things to do, but thanks for talking to me. What was your name?
Levi.
Levi, good to meet you, Levi. Thanks. So Levi, so this is one of the things you're seeing is within the group of people who are out here protesting, people who are out here rallying for their rights, you're seeing people that are using as an opportunity as a platform to get out the vote, so to speak, to raise awareness of candidates. I mean, it's a very multifaceted look out here when you really get an idea of who's coming out here. You can, every now and then you'll hear these things going on, which is people on bullhorns saying different things. We're going to head over that way and see what we can find out who's talking about what. Oh, it's already over with, I think. I think that's the aforementioned candidate over there talking. Yeah, so let's keep going up this way, see what else we can find. Let's go this way, come on. You doing all right? Sorry we keep taking pauses in between, but I'm kind of like milling about trying to keep up, figure out what we're doing, where we're headed to next. They're talking about Alex Jones. He was coming in earlier.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, can you hold that for a second? So I'm with the New American Magazine. You mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Nah.
It's all good.
Oh.
Support Virginia.
Yeah, well, we need it.
You're so welcome.
Did you say you're from Dallas, Texas?
From Houston,
Or from Houston, Texas. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh, that's all right.
Can we talk real quick about what brings you out here all over Texas?
I'd love to do that.
So tell me what brings you all the way out from Texas.
Well, we came up here from Texas because we understand that if Ralph Blackface Northam is able to take away the constitutional rights of the people of Virginia, it's going to sweep the nation like a wildfire. And so we came up here today to join what I estimate to be a crowd of around 10,000 people, just to let the Virginians know that Texas cares about Virginia, and we care about what's going on up here, and we wanted to come and support you.
How long ago did you plan to come out to this? Was this
We've been planning this for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And we didn't finalize our decision until just 5 days ago.
Oh.
But 5 days ago, we decided to come up, and we jumped on an airplane and got up here, and there's about 20 of us from Texas in our group here today. And in fact, there's our flag over there, the Come and Take It flag. The Come and Take It flag, of course, that references the Battle of Goliad, where the Mexican government had given a cannon to the people to defend themselves against the Indians. And then when the Mexican government decided to take away the rights of the Texans and to repeal their own constitution, that's when they said, well, if you want this cannon back, you're going to have to come and take it. They tried, they were unsuccessful. And we just want to let the good folks of Virginia know that we're here today to support your Second Amendment rights, because an armed society is a polite society. And look at the crime statistics nationwide. Every place where they have concealed carry, where they have license to open carry, you have very low crime, very low murder, very low assault rates. In every state and every city where they have taken away the rights to keep and bear arms, you have incredibly high murder rates, mass gun violence. I mean, I always hear about these mass shootings, for instance, on TV, but I counted up 4 of them in a row that happened in a month, and the total body count was less than what happens in Chicago in a weekend.
Yeah.
So they make a big deal about that, but the truth is, if you disarm your people, you put them in a vulnerable position. And when the government wants to disarm the people, we have no light to guide us but that of history. All the dictators disarmed their people before they took away their rights. Look at the people in Hong Kong today. They want the same rights we have here in America, but they don't have any guns. And somebody once said, you can vote yourself into communism, but you have to shoot your way out. It's really hard to shoot your way out when the government has taken all of your guns.
Now, for you, I take you grew up around guns.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably since you're. So, what sort of? Do you think there's some sort of misconception with like what it's like to own a gun across the country at large, perhaps?
Well, I think that we've gotten away from some of these things. For instance, where I grew up, it was not uncommon for you to bring your gun to school and stick your long gun in the corner until class was over, and then you might be going out hunting after that or something of that nature. We also used to teach gun safety in schools.
Yeah.
And marksmanship, for seniors used to be relatively common in schools. So yes, I think we've gotten away from that. I think we've forgotten our roots.
Yeah.
But a USA, 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 USA.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Like a wave.
Like a wave, it kind of moved up.
But we've gotten away from that, and I think if we taught gun safety in schools, we could restore liberty in America, and we could put organized crime in the bottom drawer. Because when you have an armed society, organized crime cannot flourish.
Now, as far as what's here today, you know, it's lobby day. How do you think you change the minds of politicians you disagree with?
Well, we're hoping that when they see how many voters are out here in the street, and even though I've run into numbers of people from many other states, the predominant number of people here are Virginians. And I think when they see the voters and the taxpayers out here in the street, I am hoping it's going to send a message to them that maybe they ought to reconsider some of these really bad, historically bad ideas.
What do you think?
I understand Ralph Northam, though, has left town. I'm told he's in North Carolina today.
Is that where did you hear that from?
I heard that from one of the other Virginia citizens here earlier.
So, a big question kind of going forward. There are obviously other states that are looking at similar gun laws, similar things. Are you headed to those as well?
Well, we go any place where liberty needs support. And that's what we're trying to do, because we want these people to know they're not alone, that all Americans share those same values. And an armed citizenry is a polite citizenry. And I'm quoting Ryan Lyon, but it's just truth. And so if we can manage to keep the population armed, we will never lose our liberty in America, and violent crime takes a nosedive.
And I see you got this right here, your Facebook Live. What are you, have you been talking to folks and getting out doing the same thing?
I've got a large contingent of listeners here. Hello, Corinne. Hello, Crystal. We're here. You're with Channel 9?
Yeah, out of DC.
Out of DC.
So we
All
came down
right.
here for this today.
Well, we're just here, talking to the folks, and of course all of the folks that listen to my regular radio show, which is live every day from 1 to 3 on American Voice Radio. I told them I'd be here live today and I'd bring this to them. So for the ones that couldn't make it, they can at least see what's going on.
Hey, thank you so much for taking your time. Your hands are kind of full, but
thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to
I
talk to us.
appreciate it, and it's good to see DC TV down here. What was your name, sir?
Matt Gregory.
Matt Gregory with Channel 9 WUSA.
Thanks for watching.
All right.
What's your name again?
Doc Green.
Doc Green.
Right side of the mic. Here, let me see if I can get one of my cards out here. Sorry, guys, don't mean to make you dizzy.
As expected, Doc, they categorically denied my First Amendment rights.
What?
Yep. No going on
Thank you.
with giant paper straws.
No paper straws allowed on Capitol grounds, guys.
No paper?
Yeah.
Oh.
Texas-sized paper straw.
Apparently, that's too fearsome a weapon for the folks up here.
Very cool.
So there it is. I gifted my flag to one of our Pennsylvania buddies. So.
Ooh, are you not cold?
Not really.
He's a Norwegian.
No, I was just
That's
saying.
what he keeps telling me. If you want to borrow my
Part
jacket, let me
Norwegian.
know.
I'm good.
I'll share.
All right, let's take a minute and get your shoulder.
At the bathroom.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Be safe out there.
All right. They're finally getting here. We gotta find our way around and kind of. So we gotta find our way over and talk to some folks.
Over where?
Over here, talk to some more folks. I mean, we're getting pretty much
Let's hear for Donald Trump, couple elected in 2020.
Oh.
Join the Trump.
Really got us penned in here when you think about it. It's like a city-wide, city street. That's about it.
Round was only until 11, right?
I have no idea.
I thought it went past that.
I'll go public.
Then I'll leave until 1:30, or the bus isn't. Oh, bus is like right here, by the way. Guy, I got his number so we can.
We're doing something else.
Helicopters too here. Too. This book bag, so I can't imagine what yours is like with a book bag and the thing. How you doing?
Fine, how you
You doing all right? Oops, sorry. Oh, penned in over here.
Let's get somewhere where there's a little space, man. I'm feeling a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to be spaced up, buddy. You thinking further up or what? I feel like it's going to be a lot. Right.
Well, 'cause we were right there by the.
We probably could have brought the truck since we're not going in
I know,
there.
since we didn't go in, we could have tried by.
Ooh. Oh man, so cold. Ugh. You all right?
Not really.
You sick?
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling too high. Bus ride was like making me nauseous. The thing was going back and forth so much.
Really? Oof. It's also hard to shoot while it's moving. Whew. All right.
I'm up where we used to be, where we were in the morning. I saw back up there, but I'm right now.
All right. Let's go talk to one or two more people. Let's see what we can get done. No, don't put on your shoulder yet.
What?
Don't put on your shoulder yet. Let me finish up some of these.
Don't be a Democrat. Get yourself a Trump hat. Get the guy got the Trump shirt.
Oh. Okay. What? Who's that?
I said, oh, that's the guy from Autobox.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was. Okay, I thought it was your personal phone. Oh, your work phone. I thought it was your work phone. I was like, do they want more? What do they want? My mistake. I can't tell anymore. All right. Let's wander. Oh, there you are. You're fine. Let's give, let's see if we can just give people like a look around here. Nope. Sorry, excuse me. I think this is just like where people are
Just chilling.
yeah,
Getting away
people are just staying in the sun right here. Where's she? She said she's the Attorney General? No, he's not here.
Where they got blocked off up there or something?
What is that thing? No, it's a steady cam. What's up?
We should have done this before we started walking. Just doing a battery check.
Yep.
Set that thing down there in the woods. Doesn't mean I agree with it.
How we would get on that?
41%.
Not bad.
Camera's probably about there too. Good for another hour.
Comparatively.
Oh, there's Voices of America.
Voice of America, yep.
We can get over here not, Frank.
Mm-hmm. Kaka's dad works for Voice of America.
Okay.
All right, let's get down. Wait, don't put it on your shoulder yet. Just kind of take it down here. We'll see. Now. Every now and then, it seems to be.
There is no.
How you doing? You go too. Oh, okay. Get away from the shot. Ooh.
They just said going
Northam sucks, yeah. I think that's the fellow there that's running for. Oh.
How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, we're with Channel 9 out of DC.
How you doing?
Good to meet you. What's your name?
Bob Jones.
Hey, Bob, tell me about what brought you out here. Where are you from?
Herndon.
Herndon. So you're from
Yeah,
Northern Virginia.
It's like everyone else is out here, you know, to support our rights in the Second Amendment and to try to stop the march in a direction this country is going.
Yeah. What is it about the when did it kind of?
I guess it really got my attention at the election, just immediately after the election. And one of the first things, before this group even was seated, was their very first thing that they want to go after was gun control. You know, they're not going to worry about the roads. They're not going to worry about, you know,
These right here. Where did this come from right here? The heart of gun control. Is that a quote from something or?
Well, it's a quote, yes. Yeah. It's been said in many different ways. This is the way, you know, I chose to say it. Yeah. So what is gun control about? Okay, gun control is about people to control. Historically, what we have seen over and over again is a removal and a disarmament of a population. over 200 million people were killed in the last century by their legal government.
I want to get her up.
Most people don't even think about it. They think that government forces are always benign. And they think that that's the reality of the world, but it isn't. Okay, we see this happening right now in China. And they say, well, it can't happen here. Why can't it happen here? People forget Hitler was elected.
Now, when it comes to this this issue, you see so many people here today. Why is it so important for you to come out to here?
You have to live, there's one person in the world you have to live with for the rest of your life. And that is yourself. And you always have to be true to yourself. Okay, so how could I stand by and do nothing?
Yeah.
You know, at least this. Okay, is a very important part. I've been on every continent on this planet except for Antarctica. And let me tell you, the very, very poor and oppressed people, the one thing they
I guess looking at some of the things that are being pushed here in Richmond, is there one bill that sticks out to you that's more than the others, or is it just a combination of all of them?
Well, I think it's a combination of them. One is talking about, you know, making it a criminalized for you to even teach your kids your own personal values. Okay, whether your value is pro or anti-gun. Okay, you as a parent should have the right to choose your own values, and they're saying that they're going to criminalize parents for taking their kids to the gun range. Okay, that right there, people should realize that you've got a problem. You have got a real problem when you're saying government is doing. The government is reaching into your own personal home life.
There's something going on over there.
I know. I don't know what it is.
I heard earlier there's Alex Jones here.
Oh, Alex Jones. Yes, I saw him earlier.
So what are these? What are your other sides? Are they all the same?
Look at no, all the same. So
very cool.
And as we spoke about, okay, and not only just historically, but right now in the real world, we all know that this is happening. You disarm the population, and then they start slaughtering them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's Rob? Hey, Bob. We're on the move.
I think that's Franklin. Is it those who trade liberty?
Yeah. So my wife did a lot of these, put a couple of the signs together. She went in, took some very good quotes and everything, put them all in there.
So when you're coming out here today, you're expecting to see I can take all of this. What, I guess, are you going in to actually hear the speeches in here in the actual Capitol area?
No, I hear the speeches, and the speeches I can always look at those at another time. Yeah. What I'm actually here to do is to talk to people.
Oh, very cool.
Hear what they have to say, listen to what they talk about, and also, you know, spread sharing of information.
Very good. And who have you been able to talk to so far?
Oh, I've talked to, I don't know, let's see, measuring this, I talked to about 4 times as many people.
Oh, wow. So you'll be here all day for the rest of the day?
Probably, yes.
Very good. Well, thanks for talking to us. Thanks for sharing your opinions. We appreciate it. And have a safe trip back. We're sort of talking to all sorts of different people. You can see we talked to Bob there. The general consensus that most people have had is that it's sort of, they believe that doing these bills, going through the laws, is sort of a slippery slope in terms of, and they're looking at the bigger pictures, what they have said so far, most people we talked to. There's something going on up here. I actually heard over the shoulder. So let's go up this way, see what that was all about. People were cheering for it. Hear a bullhorn going again. There's speeches going on here in the streets right here. bullhorn speeches going on, as it were. Excuse me. How you doing? All right, let's see what we got. Is that the same guy? Okay. Yeah, he's stumping for. Yeah. He's
Gotta get this historic sign right here, right? Yeah. Looking good.
Oh, they're singing How to Be an American.
Down a little lower.
Alright. Hey, everyone. Would you mind taking one?
Take a picture.
Yeah, let's go through better days. Yeah. My goodness.
The funny thing is, I read it's almost all day.
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere. We're standing up in the line there.
I've never seen it. Yeah, it is.
When will this go on?
Oh, we're on Facebook Live right now.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
Facebook?
Yeah, you were.
Person County.
Oh, you guys are from our area. We're with USA, CBS. What's up? Switch batteries up? Oh, dying on batteries, man.
All right.
Going back? You guys are from Prince William County?
Yes, from Manassas.
Hey, we're from WUSA out of DC.
Oh.
Can we talk to you real quick?
Sure. From Elite Shooting Sports, so I represent here today. So yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, obviously important. What brings you here?
Hold that out behind you. Hold that. A resident of Prince William County.
Yeah.
And it's
Did you expect to see this many people out here? Some of really? Like it's a good platform for it.
Sure.
Is there any sort of misconception? Yeah. And obviously, it's. Do you think there's a sort of an issue with people maybe not understanding?
That's what Elite Shooting Sports is all about, is education for gun safety and security in the home and the preservation of rights. So we have trained over, I think it's 500,000 people in 5 years.
Wow.
That have come to the facility. We have large numbers of women's groups and individuals to come out and train there. So we're totally supportive of all of that.
What's the most important thing there when it comes to, obviously you want to teach?
Sure.
Yeah.
Safety first, absolutely. There are some people that I've trained that don't even handle firearms, but they have them, their spouses have them in the home, and we want to make sure that they feel comfortable handling the firearm, even if they never shoot it. And there's a lot of misconceptions. I don't hunt.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran, and like a couple of us, we're target shooters, and we train. I teach police officers for Elite Shooting Sports. I run the LEOSA program, which is the qualification for retired military and law enforcement officers.
We got to keep wandering around. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time
pleasure.
to talk to us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. We're all free. I didn't dress well.
Ain't it great? This is like a real peaceful thing. I mean, I don't think this is what everybody wanted.
I think this is what that's what I expected. But
thank you guys
very
much.
How heavy is that thing?
About 25, 30 pounds.
Feels like nothing, and then it becomes so much more.
Yeah, shoulders.
10 years a day goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been on my shoulder for like the last 3 hours.
Because I know you guys are contracted with them, so it's funny.
Yeah.
A lot of folks. My buddy runs aero security, and they're with CNN.
Oh, they are.
So we're on a local budget.
Like, dude, this is
It's the most polite crowd I've ever been in my life.
But it was between two of the same point of view.
Yeah.
But somebody only caught the tail end of what one guy said.
That's usually the way it is.
And then once he tried to explain what he said, the guy kept yelling at him. I was like, oh no.
Well, and it's funny. I mean, you guys, we're all carrying concealed, but you had it long.
50 cal.
And you
So
know
that's
that?
what I thought.
And I've shot one of those before. They shoot so smooth, no recoil at all.
Talking, ask, we're going to the rally today. We said, no.
We give you guys a card.
Good place to
I got one.
There you go. You guys, thank you so much. In our future.
Virginia 2020.
Yeah, that's right.
The area people are just kind of milling about. Let's see.
That's what I should have did. It should have been small.
Yeah, could use mine, I think. Should have used mine. But I don't know how well those batteries hold up either.
Well, yeah, actually the batteries they drain.
They drain quick and they don't. Come on. Wyatt, I'm Logan. But I gotta ask, that's how we started it all.
Yeah, no, rights are being eroded. Erosion of those rights, right? So we want to stand and make sure that our voices are heard and make sure that, we let the governor and the legislation in Virginia know that we're going to stand for what's important for us.
Where are you from?
I'm from Suffolk, Virginia.
Okay.
And I'm born and raised in Virginia Beach.
Okay, very good. So you grew up in a rural area like Suffolk. Guns are probably part of life, right?
Well, I grew up in the countryside of Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, guns were part of life, right? But this message is not about the country aspect of guns,
no.
Right? This message is about my general right to self-defense,
Yeah.
my general right to gun, regardless of what that purpose is, whether it be for self-defense or for preservation of liberty or against tyranny. Like, let's not make this a message about country way of living.
Yeah. No, I meant in terms of like it's something that it's like. Do you think there's a misconception, I guess, across the country regarding? Guns.
So yeah, there is definitely a misconception, right? It's different my entire life about gun rights and gun ownership. No, absolutely not. I went through kind of a cultural awakening and said, you know what, this is important. I started listening to different people and different groups and doing some research about what this country stands for and why we reform. And this is part of the reason why we reform, right? And why the forefathers put this right in was to preserve liberty and to be able to protect ourselves against tyranny or threats, foreign or domestic.
Yeah, and as you become more aware, you've been reading more, and you see what's and kind
Call a keyboard warrior, right? Just so even them.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I definitely don't support that. I condone that. But even they recognize the importance of the Second Amendment as a right and as a right. So they're not even out here causing trouble today. So like, it's not a white nationalist movement like the mainstream media would have you believe. I don't know where you guys fall on that slant, but if you pan around, I mean, this is not all whites out here, right? So how can it be a white nationalist rally?
Yeah. That's a good point. So let me ask you this: you're out here today. What's you're going to go to a speech at?
I mean, I was just telling a different news media outlet that, arm, that's what can be coined as a kill box, right? If everybody would realize that, mass murders happen in gun-free zones, I would willingly take it back, but you just never know.
besides us, but like are there people from across? I thought somebody from Texas, somebody from New York.
I talked to a guy from Alexandria. I just got off the horn with Iraq veteran 8888. It's a really popular YouTube channel. But he came all the way up here from Georgia.
Wow.
I'm looking for Mr. Guns and Gear. He's from up here from North Carolina. There's people from all across the country could really come out to show Virginia support because the country's really looking at us as an example, right? If we don't stand up now, then money can basically erode the rights of any state.
Yeah.
So it's important for us to go up.
What's the best through to something like this with 100 to get across a day like Lobby Day today?
I think this is a great start, right? And I think the politicians need to be constantly reminded that they don't serve a dollar bill or special interest money. They serve people. I am their boss. We collectively are their boss, right? They don't serve these $1 million that fund them for whatever their interests are, right? Whether it be Bloomberg or whatever it is.
There it comes.
USA. The right to. We readily recognize the fact that without the Second Amendment, there is no First Amendment, right? When we start talking about, I won't even go down the barrel of hate speech or speech erosion and the freedom of speech erosion, but yeah, the right to peacefully assemble, make our voices heard. Yeah. We're here to protect.
And like this level?
Matt, I know you're for a traumatic. Right?
No.
Maybe it's like a in the time going down this direction, start going this direction, but no.
Just
right? It's
gradual.
more like as you yourself. It's a path of enjoyment and endearment, right?
Yeah.
It's a sense of community. The more I got educated in the more I got educated in the system and the tools, the easier it became.
Very good. But I appreciate you taking the time, right?
Thanks for the questions, man, and thanks for keeping things unbiased.
I'm just here to find out. That's all.
Yeah.
It's like I really think the important thing is just.
Yeah, cool. And I think we need to get you a sticker.
I can't show any biases
at
all. You know that. That's all right.
But what's crazy is the fact that you guys represent the First Amendment in its purest form, but you can't make a personal statement on your own while you're delivering that message.
Some people do. I always keep it.
You're trying to appeal to the masses and not one side or the other?
Neither side. I want to be possible. Yeah.
Cool. Liberty is also a religious right.
Yeah.